Alex and this is Diane. Some of you we know, we've been coming on Sunday nights and Wednesday nights and have been really blessed, and it's really lovely to be here this morning to share with you. I asked Steve if we're here today, kind of wearing our trustee hats for in another place. How many people have ever seen any of the big events that we put on the beach? We wanted just to tell you about it, because we know that you're really committed in this area and very busy, and we don't put any demands on you. But some of the things we're doing, I think, may well attract people from this area, and we thought it would be good if you were aware of what's happening. Well, it started in 2005 when somebody at St. Luke's Church in Crosby decided that as the statues were down on the beach, it would be really good to do a nativity on the beach. And that got a lot of publicity, and there was a camel and so on. And since then we've gone on to do quite a lot of other things, and the whole thing has just grown. We became a registered charity last year, simply because people kept wanting to give us money, but we had to be a charity. And God's provided everything we've needed, and we've had grants pouring in. It's incredible, because people just keep saying, well, where do you get the money from? And God is just providing money, and even organisations that usually only give like one grant every 2 years have given us a second one the next year, and so on, and given us money to have an administrator part-time. And basically, the aims of it are that it's the church in the community, it's outside the church walls, mission-orientated, contemporary language and high quality, and those are the 5 aims that we're working with. There's been 5 big events. There was the original Christmas, there was Tales, which retold some of the parables of Jesus that had animals in them. Then we did Angels in another place, which was the Christmas story from some of the shepherd's perspective and the angels coming. We did Miracles in another place at Waterloo Marina. And we did the Shaping of Liverpool in January, and then again in June at the Waterloo Residence Weekend, where we were basically invited in to use all the facilities free of charge and to put something on for the community, which was fantastic. So far, over 16,000 people have attended to watch these events. Right? There's now 14 trustees from 6 different churches. In total, 19 churches have had people involved, 6 schools and 6 dance schools, and over 500 people have participated in one way or another, which is kind of unprecedented, really, because like 4 or 5 years ago, nothing was coming together, and suddenly all of this. Now the most recent, or the latest one that we're doing is in December 13th and 14th, Saturday and Sunday, and it's called A Down-to-Earth Christmas, because it's the Christmas story told as it should be. There's also a reference to God coming down to earth, so it's kind of a double-edged meaning. And this time we're not going near the beach. It's too cold and windy. Again, this isn't it. God said a little while ago, start moving away from the beach. And we're actually going onto the playing fields at Merchant Taylor School, if you know that, on Liverpool Road, which is a first for Merchant Taylors as well, to get involved really in a community-based event. The Archbishop of York, John Sentamu, is taking part. It's going to be a video recording because he can't make it. He would have liked to actually come. It was incredible. And the camel's back. And this is going to be a really big production, this one. And you might think, well, what's the outcome of it? Well, we haven't seen revival break out. But there are a number of people, we keep coming across more and more people who've come back to the Lord through watching them. There's one man who came down, saw Tails, just broke down, wanted to find someone. There was no one in the prayer tent, which is terrible. He went onto the beach and there met an old friend who led him back to the Lord. His girlfriend's come to the Lord. She's led her family to the Lord. I heard on last Monday night that there's a girl started going to St. Luke's who used to go there, had drifted completely away from God, saw an event and has come back. So it is having an effect, and I think God's doing it by reaching those people who drifted away. Just a couple of statistics. In 1900, 40% of children went to Sunday school. In 2000, it was 4%. So we're approaching this on the basis that the vast majority of people we meet who are kind of like under 50, because those kind of 50 and above used to get stuff in school and would have heard something. But most of those people may never have heard anything. And that's the basis we're approaching this from. So if you want to be involved in any way, I know you have lots of commitments, but even if just on those days you can help out with stewarding, or just being there to lift equipment around, or anything, that would be really, really helpful.